Wow. Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is D-GreatSam and I'm a peak performance life coach. I'm so happy to do this. Just want to share something important to every one of us, which is very crucial. Okay, what I want to talk to us about is about risk because we are actually towards the end of the year, as you can see, and we're talking about risk. Risk. What's risk? Now, for the word risk to actually exist, there are two basic indices that are very constant. Number one is the fact that there is an alternative. And number two is the presence of will. If there is no will, then there is no risk. And if there are no presence of alternative, there is no risk. That means there should be alternative options, the presence of options, and of course, willpower makes the true definition of risk what its meaning. Are we good? Now, some persons are somehow you want to take up a business, you want to start up a business, but the concern is always about I don't want to risk it. I don't want to jump into something and make losses and the rest of them. That means whenever a thing comes into be a risk, it actually has two results. One of these results is what makes it a risk. One of these results makes it a risk. Number one is that either it's going to give you a successful outcome or a bad outcome. That's all. If everything is going to be successful, then there's no risk. If everything is going to be bad, then there is no risk. So when it's risk, it means that's a probable result. That means you could make it big, you could make it down. But life is a risk. Come to think about it now. Not to take a risk is actually taking a risk, they say. And truly that's the fact. So I want to teach us this particular time on how to take calculated risk. Calculated risk is such a risk whereby you weigh your options, check out your will, understand the fact that what is influencing you. Because every will is influenced. Every will is influenced. So ask yourself, before taking up that decision right now, what is influencing you now? Mm. What's actually your motivating factor to do that the business you want to do? What's your motivating factor? Be very blunt and be honest to yourself. Because that will also tell you if your influence is not strong enough, if your influence is a little bit more myopic, not very clear, not very straightforward, manipulative in its own nature, it comes for you to take some necessary steps or actions to look again. So ask yourself, what's influencing you to that business, to that investment? What is influencing you? And who is influencing you? And if someone is influencing you, ask yourself, what's this person standing to gain? This is how you take calculated risk. Oh. I'm saying this now because it's going to be December. We're already in December, of course, a lot of things will start jumping up. Offers are coming up here and there. So you should ask yourself, what is influencing your decision at the moment? Is the motivation from inside? And if it's from inside, what prompted it? What was prompting it? Or was fueling it? Was pushing you to do it? Are we good? Now, if you're going to take a risk, and that risk is called calculated risk, what does it mean? Why do I use the word calculated risk? It simply means you have weighed your options. That is, what are the effects? What are the consequences? What would be the negative drawbacks or setbacks if I lose? If I don't make the game, what are the consequences? Now, have you prepared for the consequence? Mm. That's what makes calculated risk calculated risk. You've prepared for the consequence. So if you've not prepared for the consequence, I'm sorry, that's not a calculated risk. You're just taking a blind risk. You prepare yourself for the consequence. As well as if it turns out to be very good, okay, do you have a better harvest system? Do you have a better efficient managed system to utilize your profit margins and the rest of them? Do you have that ready for yourself? Otherwise, you could make it big boom, and of course, that's all. That's all. There's nothing really to show for it after the end of the day. Are we good? So you're taking calculated risk. You have to weigh your options and check it out very well. Okay, quickly, just drop a comment quickly below, and I would like to react to some of your comments. That's if you feel that certain things I have not said I should say, or you have a question to ask, you can do so. Just hit on the notification button, of course, subscribe, and share this video to someone. You will be saving somebody right now that's about to invest something wrongly. Do you understand me? But you can learn to take risk. You know, they say, every businessman takes risk, Every businessman takes calculated risk. Takes calculated risk, not just take risk. Are we good? Thank you. My name is D-GreatSam, your peak performance life coach. Bye.